Core of the Czech music industry is Prague as the capital city, where are a lot of clubs. Mostly you can get better paid in those clubs. There are also some festivals, not many, but they are more likely focused on some genres. Most of the promoters are also in Prague. And then definitely, if you want to tour in Czech Republic, you should also check Brno. I definitely recommend to check the festivals. Talking about festivals and where to find any information, where to check them, or the clubs. Yes, we do have a music export office. It's called Soundcheck. And if you go to the website of Soundcheck, soundcheck.cz, they do have a database of the music industry. You can check the promoters, the media, the clubs, festivals, their addresses, contacts, details, and so on. Exchange programs. So if you have some bands or artists in Czech Republic that you know or you would like to cooperate, there's definitely a way how to finance it from Soundcheck. Just check their open calls. They're usually written on the website. Soundcheck was created by the Ministry of Culture, so we do have the Ministry of Culture. Czech Republic has a long history of rock and roll or rock music from the communism. I think it's same in the Eastern Europe, probably everywhere, or Central Eastern Europe. But I think the, let's say, alternative scene is very strong in here. Definitely you can see that there's the mainstream and then there is the alternative scene, and they don't really communicate much together, but still there are so many artists, not all of them, of course, they can live from that, but I work mainly in the alternative music scene. I do have quite a few bands, and most of the bands, if I'm not wrong, they actually make living from music. I'm not saying it's only from the shows or merch or whatever, but they also teach usually, and they do have some other projects doing soundtracks, etc. So yes, you can make some living from it. I do. I pay my bills from music mainly. So yeah, it's possible. The band should at least have their materials ready when they should know at least where the Czech Republic is and where the city where they want to play is. Having like EPK, having your writers ready, having some good bio, so you kind of make the job of the promoter easier, is always, I think, very beneficial. That's definitely the best way how to approach the market. Who actually have time and mood and strength to do it for you when you are from abroad, that's not so easy. So maybe check first if there is a band that plays a bit, I'm not saying the same music, but maybe the music you like, that you listen to. Maybe you can share their booker as well, or you can ask them. Spring, summer season. So just do your job, sit down, Google it. If there is a city that you know that you would like to go, or is it on your way to some other shows, maybe just Google if they have any kind of festivals or clubs there and ask them. If you have some PR in Czech Republic, I think it's quite easy to get at least some small article, because we still do have quite a lot of music media, from the smaller zines to paper published magazines monthly. We do have like 4 magazines in here. Their bookers and the director of Kalasrov Ostrava, they go there, they check the bands. So there's a big possibility to be booked if you actually do something for your career. And yes, they are showcase festival in Czech Republic as well. There's a showcase festival for jazz in Brno. There's a world music folk fusion festival, showcase festival in Ostrava, called Czech Music Crossroads. There's a Nouvelle Prague showcase. I also created a little showcase. It helps when you go to the, let's say, Czech Republic. If you go to Czech Republic and just check the festivals, you don't have to play there the first year. And just go there and have a drink with the promoters at the bar, and that also helps. If you can say about yourself that you're in a bird music or jazz musician, it's definitely easier. It also helps the promoters to actually understand what you play. There are agencies in here, promoters. I would say they usually work with the bands from abroad. In the alternative music genre, I would definitely go and talk to Hard Noise Promotion or Jednota, or maybe smaller festivals like Beseda u Big B2, which is a very nice festival. Also working with very different genres. United Islands is a Prague festival, and they also work with different genres, and they are trying to actually book new names or not that much known names, which is also very nice. Even the biggest festival are trying to get into Czech Republic, like smaller names or upcoming names. Check the database on Soundcheck. Check their guides, because they are also specific or specified to the agencies for different genres. There are like dozens of them. Some are like really smaller, just digital. Some are bigger. Some are specialized on vinyls. There are also some majors in here, like Universal. The biggest label in Czech Republic, or one of the biggest, oldest, let's say, is Supraphon. Working with Czech artists a lot. They do have a booking as well. Or Indies, absolutely amazing a label as well from Brno, and they do book also bands as well. But they book the bands that they have on the label. If you are more into alternative scene, check Indies or Cabinet Records in Brno or Day After. They are really cool, and Brno is, I think it's now the best city for music. It also was a UNESCO City of Music. PR person in Czech Republic, even though there are not many, and it's hard to find them, and it's hard to find a person who is free, but still it's worth the money. From the alternative scene, again, it's maybe a little bit easier. There are some magazines like Full Moon in here, or Kulturní magazine Uni. If you are into jazz and classical music, there is Harmonie magazine specialized on it. If you are into like hard music, metal and dark sounds, there is Spark magazine. They are printed, and then there are like many online zines. Again, Full Moon Zine. There is a great magazine, online magazine called Headliner. It's very easy to find the contacts in there. When talking about radios, definitely check Radio 1, Radio 1, or Radio Wave. Czech radio, like Český rozhlas, which is the state radio, does different radio channels. I would definitely recommend Český rozhlas Vltava, Czech Radio Vltava. They have different series, like Art Cafe, also doing a lot of interviews with musicians, and it doesn't have to be like mainstream. It's usually really underground alternative stuff. So definitely that's one place to go. Or we do have a radio just dedicated to jazz again, which is wonderful. And there is one radio which is incredible, I think, and sometimes it's forgotten, but it's called Radio Proglas in Brno, and they actually it's the home of the world music. Definitely many possibilities how to promote your music or culture in general every week or every month. Even like the biggest one, like Vogue, Elle, like the really lifestyle magazines, they do have something about music, and they usually really write about Czech or Slovak music a lot. The Czech Republic is the heart of Europe, so it's very easy to tour everywhere from Czech Republic or to come to Czech Republic. And I think people are quite friendly and still open to new genres, to new bands, to bands from different countries.